radio check, everybody. Nice to see y'all. You know what time it is? It's 1900 on the 15th, and like clockwork, just like that paycheck, we're here. So it's nice to be here. It's nice to see you again. About 15 days ago, we was talking about this. A lot to share, Vince. A lot to share with the last episode we had for veterans out there, first responders, you know, men and women. And we're going to be talking about a free suit. Hey, look, it's nothing better than free, except if it's a free suit.
And a quality free suit, which is custom made suit.
Look, hey. So I hope you're with us tonight. I'm going to check in to see what's going on. If we're up there, yeah, we are up there. And there's somebody with us, so don't be shy. Get in there and tell us who you are and where you're chiming in from. We're loving these segments. Hey, we're up to 4 people, so really get in there. Let us know you're with us. We're going to be talking about some things that are coming up. 2022 is fresh, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? 2 weeks down already. 2 weeks down into 22.
Yeah, look, it's already half through the month of January, but I'm just so excited because we do this religiously every first and the 15th. And I'm seeing that this weekend, and what's coming out on Monday is for those who don't know, or for those who celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s day on Monday. As they say, it's not a day off, it's a day on. So let's honor him and his legacy. And I have a few quotes that I'll share throughout this broadcast about what Dr. King instilled in us. And I'll start with this very first one. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. I'll start with that one.
Mm,
Watch out now.
brother, what you trying to do? You trying to bust our braids tonight, man? We're trying to. How can we get past that one? How can we get it? Say it again.
We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope.
Hey, let me tell you, folks, and you know, you mentioned hope, and that's one of the reasons why we're here. One of the reasons why Vince and I come on every first and 15th for Byron, for Crystal,
Yeah,
always with
yeah.
us. Thank you for always being with us. The reason is hope. Just like Dr. King said, there is going to be failures. But guess what? Those end. They end. It comes, and that's it. You fail. Okay. The hope and the real success comes from the hope that tomorrow is a better day. And as long as you have hope, you can forget about it, you know? And so, great quote. Um, and folks, if you're with us tonight, first of all, thank you. Thank you for joining us. There's quite a few people joining us tonight. If you'd like to chime in and say hello or hola, either way, we love to hear from you. But the last episode, I want to start with this because this is this is a form of hope. This is a form of hope. We had A-Rod from Salute to Suit on the Leadership Void podcast, right? Now, the Leadership Void podcast, you know, it's for the military spouse, for the first responder community. You know, we highlight veterans, spouses, and first responders doing great things. This next week coming up, it's going to be blown away because this guy's phenomenal. But last week we had A-Rod, which is another phenomenal human being. And he'll tell you, and I'm not going to kind of like recap the whole episode because I want you to go there to the Leadership Void podcast on YouTube or all your platforms. Find it. Listen to our last episode with A-Rod. In it, there are key things that he shared, namely 10 things that he shared. And if you subscribe, and, oh, by the way, send us those 10 things that he shared. If you're a male, you'll be in the running for a free suit. Now, this is not, and I'm going to throw some of these comments up here. That's right. But, hey, Beverly Hills, thank you, Sherry, for being with me. Jeffrey, my brother from Tampa. My brother, hey, we gotta do something together. TLV and Jeffrey, Northwest Florida. Jay, good to see you. Thank you for being with us tonight. So, in those 10 things, he's sharing some education, but we wanted to bring, up it up a notch. Bring it up a notch. And in that was, if you subscribe and you send us those 10 things, here coming soon, we're going to be on our 100th episode with TLV. Mind blowing, Vince. You remember when we were standing in front of Channel 6 News and you and I were talking about the possibility of a podcast?
Right.
Amazing. 100 episodes later, we're together. We're still doing this thing, and now they're going up. So, a free suit for a male and a free suit for a female. And it's not just any suit. Now, I'll let you talk a little there because, I'll get passionate about this suit thing and go. But tell us a little bit about that suit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just fortunate to have A-Rod take care of me as well. And as we all have transitioned, for those in the military that transition out, that's one thing that we had on our uniform, and it was part of our identity, right? So you come out the military is like, okay, now how to dress, how to dress for success. And A-Rod found the greatest formula with his company, Salute to Suits, and he custom makes them for individuals. So you are not getting nothing stored off the rack. It's custom made to your body, to your style, and he tells you so much about different artifacts and different accessories you should have, the colors you should wear during interviews. That episode, you definitely want to listen to the whole thing. Hey, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel and answer the 10 questions to be in the competition in the drawing for that suit, right? Male or female? So yeah, we're not going to foot stop that much more, but it's an awesome thing that A-Rod has shared with us. The caliber of our guests keep growing. But again, we are here today to say to you, thank you for being here. I hope this goals that you put instilled for 2022 are working. And if not, let's talk to see how can we get you back on track. Because it's all about you. Look in the mirror, you're the greatest success that's ever been. There's not a carbon copy. You're the best. We honor you, we salute you, and we know you got what it takes. And let me throw another quote about Dr. King since we're going to honor him in this episode. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Dr. King.
Look, I tell you, some steps are scary.
Oh yeah.
Right? And it's not just a step. Anything that's coming against you, it's coming against you for a reason. And if you think about it, that reason is your success. Now, I will say that there are some times that some things are for our good, right? Some obstacles are actually for our good. And we see it as, are you holding me back? Actually, I'm holding you back from, completely destroying yourself. So you have to be keen to which one of those are. But as you're climbing up, you're going to see some things. And, fear will creep in. But it's that faith. It's that hope, right? Earlier we talked about hope today. Now we're talking about faith. It is those two things that allow you to keep on pressing forward. I'm gonna Vince. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing some stuff up here because there's a lot of people, and I'm so happy about this. I'm gonna Hope, talking about Hope. Hope says salute to Suit Woman's is awesome, and I'm telling you, you will not go wrong with checking that episode out and figuring it out. The suit look clean, yes they do. You know, um, all right,
That-
so
yeah, that is a beautiful thing if you don't have a bass stuff.
yeah, I can't decipher that right now.
I understand probably a lot of stuff in your closet.
So anyway, it's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity. Coach Love. Oh my goodness. Hello, my sister Erica. Yeah, I was fortunate to be on her show doing a live session. Thank you so much for stopping by. Missed you. And we got a catch up.
Hey, by the way, we have a caller from New Zealand on the call. Mark England. Yes.
Mark.
From New Zealand. Wow.
Oh, my Kiwi brother. Thank you for sending us this message, for joining us. I have a good friend of mine. Check this out so you understand that in military service, you get around the world. Okay?
Get around the pond.
So check this out. I went to the Senior Enlisted Academy with a New Zealand Navy brother, and he lives in Auckland. I have a trip pending to Auckland, so thank you for being with us, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, Enrique and his suits. Hey, look, I'm not gonna tell you. Check this. My closet looks like a Ben's warehouse. I'm not playing. It really does. But yes, me and my suits. So the previously there's a voice to text application that's being used. So you gotta. Is that you on your end?
Yeah, I got my daughter came in from St. Petersburg with my granddaughter, and everybody's talking in the kitchen. So my apologies.
Hey, family gathering, that's fine. That's life. And we wish that all of you out there can actually have that. You know, so some people can't have that right now, right? So good, man. It's nothing to be up about. Here it goes. Hope says, "For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly." That is a fact. So here we go. Yes, you were. God bless you. Thank you. Much love to all of you for joining us tonight. And she's saying, "Hey, Mark from the Midwest," you know, and so folks, I'm happy to see all of the interaction. I'm happy to see all of you chime in here. But let me explain, real quickly. This is why we started Radio Check. 1st and 15th, we are veterans. We are veterans. We served in the Navy and the Air Force, respectively, for over 20 years. I'm not gonna say, well, I say 26 for me, 20 plus for my brother, right? 22, and we started this whole. He said, "Yes, Kiwi. Yes, hey, I know it well. I love that brother. I'm telling you." So, we started this for the sake of that we knew that there are some listeners, some people that venture through LinkedIn that are service members, veterans, military spouses, as well as first responders that don't get the attention at that level, right? And so we decided that the 1st and the 15th, we would dedicate to that community. And for all of you that join in, thank you. And some of you may be, veterans. Hope says, what she say? Army, Army represented. Come on now, Hooah.
Cool.
and Krista too. Army 23. I'm telling you. Um, and
Cool.
and we got Jane. Yeah, hey Jane, I've been on here, right? I was checking my equipment earlier for this very reason because we were going live on Radio Check. But Jane, she helps with VA stuff. With VA stuff. So if you see, and this is why, thank you, Jane, for being with us. Uh, so we're talking about a way to communicate and to be able to connect once again because we all know we lost that, right? We lost that. Once you it almost felt, and no joke, this is how I felt. I felt when I got that ID card and I got my DD 214, and when they gave me that paper and says, the location of your final destination, it it made me feel a little kind of way. I'm not gonna lie. It made me feel, dang, that's how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, 26 years and see you, and I felt that way. And I made Florida my home, but it was tough. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, my wife was like, "Yeah, yeah, you're still having a hard time," and I've been retired 5 years.
Hey, I hear you, my man. That's definitely a transition. But you know what? For those who are listening in and for those who answer those 10 questions, you could get a suit to help you with that transition a lot easier because that's one thing that is a hurdle for all of us. Salute the suits. Join us on 100 episodes. We're going to share who that winner is, which that's going to be on March 2nd. And it's also our second anniversary. So a lot of things going on. Uh, a lot of interaction behind the scenes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in and making today such a animated and a intense of joy episode. And let me share another Dr. King's quote. And this one goes like this: we may have all come from different ships, but we're in the same boat now. So yeah, we must all come from different ships, but we all on the same boat, and that's so true about this thing. And Radio Check, we're on the same boat, no matter where you come from, no matter your experience, your walk of life, what you've been dealt, the cards you've been dealt. We all on the same boat going forward. So we're here every first and the 15th, as you see right behind me, and we're also honored to have the home team of Round Point Mortgage Service Corporation as our sponsor on these shows. So very grateful for them to be giving us this platform, giving us a boost to be a voice in their circle and our circle. So thank you so much. And again, for all everybody joining us from New Zealand to Texas to all around the states, I'm just so pleased to see all the comments and the chatter going on. And Hope White has a link on there. Definitely looking for her. Link up with her for hopeful speaking. So hey, there's a lot of opportunities that we can help each other, find each other, because we definitely get each other, right?
Yep.
We got each other six, as they say. First and 15th, we're gonna do this always. It's like clockwork. It's like a payday 1900, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Yes, we are the large, most diverse minority in the United States, right? And those are veterans. Whoa.
Now, look, so there's a lot of comments. If I miss some, I'm trying to
Blame Enrique.
I'm trying to admin on here, but I'm trying to find, and it gets lost because it's just so many. But I know that Coach Love, she says, may we talk about addiction within the military?
Mm.
Now, Now I'm going to tell you this: Radio Check is just a platform for folks to get together and be able to collaborate. So now you see all these people. You say, "Oh, I didn't know that." Oh, veteran. Okay, and you connect because we have a lot of folks with a lot of background. But I will tell you this. Um, it's not just addiction in general. There are some addictions in the military, right? So, but for Radio Check, it's just a way to connect and support each other. We do have a podcast where we could potentially, we could potentially, and we will have to get back with me and Vince on a separate message on LinkedIn, and we discuss that because it does happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why a lot of people transitioning from military out that they can't really, adjust is because they're used to that authoritative, tell you how it is type of deal, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work too well when you get out, right? Nobody's losing their life out here. Nobody's getting shot at all the time. You're not getting deployed, and so there is a transition, not only physically, but mentally that must occur in order for you to do well, on the other 99% of our, United of States. And so it is a topic that can be discussed. But here, we're just given a platform to connect and collaborate. I'll let Vince. Vince
Yeah,
take it.
but yeah, definitely this is how we are today. But we never know what version 2.0 or 3.0 looks like yet. So
That's right.
uh,
That's right.
we might entertain different options and different formats. And hey, we transferred from different streaming service, and now here we are on LinkedIn Live. But hey, that's behind the scenes. But who knows? As we're growing, we might open it up to have video in interactions as well than just chat. So there's always ways to pivot and grow into this. Wow, we have people all the way from Costa Rica, pura vida, as they say over there. Lydia Chacon Hernandez.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's amazing.
¿Cómo
We're
está?
covering all the seven. We're going to cover all the continents here soon. So I'm pleased to have somebody from Central America. Yes, Mark, thank you as well. It's always a pleasure. Here's another quote since we're honoring Dr. King coming up on this weekend. Uh, he says this: I decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Mm. Stick to love, folks.
I
Stick to
tell
love.
you, and love is love is a thing. It's a thing that breaks and demolishes a lot of barriers, and this is a form. This is a form of love to our community,
Mm-hmm.
um, and a community that both Vince and I hold near and dear. It basically captures most if well yeah most of our adult life. We are on the other side trying to work off the 26 and 22 years that we devoted to the military. So obviously it's something that we would I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk for Vince, but if they called me today and say, hey, Enrique, we're short of great senior enlisted, you want to come back, my uniform is downstairs. you know and I will be back, and that's that's just the way it is. And so go ahead, Vince, and talk while I throw some of these stuff here.
Yeah, talk about service before self. That's definitely one core value from the Air Force. But yes, and Hope says substance use treatment for veterans. Here's a great website. Definitely
Outstanding.
thank you for sharing, Hope, because some
Outstanding.
folks definitely need that or need to find out where to go find some great resources. So yes, that's one of them. And Ashton says, yeah, know the way that people treat folks in society in the military is totally different thing. You can't be authoritative with people. It won't get you too far, that's for sure.
Well,
It'll
I'll
show
tell
you
you,
the door.
there there are times where you must be somewhat kind of stern, especially in critical things. But it cannot be, and this is just me, right? This is my style. Everybody has their own style of leadership. I would never be stern without a bridge over. I'm not gonna be stern with you if I can't provide you a bridge. We're talking about love, right? We were just talking about that. If I cannot provide you a bridge over to where you should be, and that love extended to maybe a conversation that may not be as pleasant, because not every conversation is pleasant, but there's still a way to help somebody bridge their way over to where
Hmm.
they should be. And so that's just my 2 cents.
And going with that statement, here's another Dr. King's quote. I think it fits perfectly on this. And yeah, coach, check, baby, check. 1, 2, 3. Um, Let me share this one. It says, "Life most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" I'll leave it there, folks. Honor Dr. King this weekend and Monday. Service always is a great thing for those that are, what are you doing for others? Here we are doing this every first and the 15th. We're just so grateful for everyone who's coming in from all walks, all areas.
Regina.
We got folks there. Gina, say hi to you.
Regina.
So, hey, this is a party today, a reunion. I love it. Look at that.
I tell you, so I oh, she got my pie chaser stuff up there, boy.
Uh-oh, watch
Look
out now.
at all right. I tell you, look, there's a lot that we would love to do this year. 22 is so young,
Mm,
but I'm excited with the folks that we having uh, so early on in the show, so early on TLV, um, and be able to provide the level of resource, the level of support that we really intended to. And let me just tell you, for those of you that are joining us, which is, it's heartwarming to see. We've been doing this for quite some time, and to see the level of engagement is so heartwarming. Um, you know, we had a vision to allow folks that were silenced by society, silenced by their transition not going so well, hiding in the, in the, in the darkness, right? Just hiding. Sweden. Hey, 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 thank you for being with us. Dr. Hussein, thank you for being with us tonight. We really appreciate you coming in. And Jane, hey, let me tell you, um, Jane will get you right. She'll get you right. Um, so let me see here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And that she just read my mind. That's what I was about to say. Things are going to evolve here, and um, we're just excited
mhm.
for this year, excited for what this opportunity will provide for some people. If you don't know Jane and you're a veteran, and maybe you don't know about too much about the VA benefits, maybe you're at a category, you're looking to beef that up, you need to connect with Jane, and so this is the type of stuff
Right.
that we were hoping
Just
for,
just
right?
like Jane, we also have Alex Arod for the suits. We have folks on the line that are coaches that are doing some great stuff in mental health, behavior health, all walks of life, all different industries. Today, I'm just happy because I think what most than anything, we all have a smile on our face after today's conversation. So that to me speaks wonders of the volume of what Radio Check has done and where we're going forward with it. Yes,
Yeah,
not may not forget the past. And
yeah,
as you say, this is just the most important thing we're doing for others. For Dr. King, we're doing this radio check. Continue. I challenge you to do something for others this weekend or Monday in Octo Dr. King. Not just today, but every day would be great. But hey, that's the way we get to decided to stick with love and lessen the burden of hate, right?
uh, oh, how long have you guys been doing this?
Let's
bit.
say it's been over a year plus. A little younger than the podcast that we both put together, but it's been evolving like a year plus, I would say.
Hmm.
Thanks
Yeah,
for asking.
podcast is coming up on 2 years in here in March, and Radio Check is just shy of that by months. Yeah, but yeah. So, do you know a veteran with ALS or a widow whose veteran died with it? They should have VA compensation. These are things that professionals that deal specifically with these topics that are you know that are willing to help, and so this is what this facilitates. It facilitates those that are
The bridge.
that have not had the opportunity to get that type of information and get that. So it's just wonderful to see. And this is funny because typically by 31 minutes, we're like cutting it off, right? and it's meant to be kind of like that, a 30-minute check-in. But first of all, before we go ahead and go, I want to thank, Coach Love, Ashton, Crystal, Dr. Hussein, uh, Jane, and I'm going through the list here, right? Hope, Lihia, all the way from where? Where was she from?
Costa Rica, pura
That's
vida.
right. That's right. Costa Rica. We're loving it. Regina,
Mark
thank you. Thank you.
from New Zealand.
Mark from the Kiwi Island. I love it. Mark, when I head down there, I'm gonna let you know. I'm so excited to be going that way.
Ashton Smith from Fort Worth, Texas, in the house.
Yep. So thank you all, and Byron from someplace I know I'm not gonna go because it's snowing over there and it's cold. He's from the Pacific Northwest over there, and Byron, stay warm, brother. It's definitely not Florida up there. But thank you,
Jay
thank
in
you
the
all for
house.
being with us.
Jeffrey in
all
the
for
house.
being
Sherry in the house.
Let me see. So yeah, but yeah. So thanks for being with us. Any parting words? I'm going to, after this, I'm going to put the link to the specific podcast dealing with suits. Check it out. You're not going to be disappointed. And actually, on our 100th episode, we will be announcing both the male and female winner of the Salute to Suit. Can you say that twice?
Yeah. Suiting up. Yeah.
That's
A
right.
free
That's
suit.
right. So thank you, Jane. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Leadership. Come on now. So yeah. Anything you want to finish us out with?
I think I'll just rehash two of the quotes from Dr. King, and as you know, this is his weekend. This is the middle of the month, and here we are honoring him today in the show and going forward. And I said one that stuck with folks on the call, said faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. So one about the faith, and second one I'll share is that we may all come from different ships, but we're all on the same boat now, together with you guys to the end.
That's hope, love, and we're together. And I tell you, that's the way to do it, folks. It has been so good to be with you tonight. We'll see you all. If this is the 15th, we'll see you on the 1st
of February.
That's right, February. Until then, God bless you all. Be safe. And hey, James said, love it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Everybody take care. We'll see you on the 1st of February.